Hi, I'm Cade, and this is the IT Arcade, where I tinker, play, build, and break stuff for fun, and hopefully learn a little bit about it in the process. Today I just wanted to talk about how during my first PC build, I thought that I broke my 2 terabyte external hard drive when I accidentally selected it to create a bootable USB for my Windows installation on the new machine. And after I realized that mistake and went back and grabbed a 32 gig flash drive to make another bootable USB for the Windows installation, I tried to format the 2 terabyte drive to wipe it clean and get all my storage back, and realized that it was only showing 32 gigs of capacity even after I formatted it. After some Googling and a little tinkering, I noticed that it was formatted in FAT32 for the Windows installation, which only supports up to a max of 32 gigabytes per partition. Fortunately, I found out the fix for this was pretty simple, so let's dive in and I can show you how to fix it if this ever happens to you.
Alright, to work with the disks that are in your machine, you can right click on the Windows icon and select Disk Management, pretty aptly named. This window will come up and you can see that this is where my problem began. I had used Windows Creation Tool to create a bootable USB to install my Windows 10 for my new PC. And it needs to be formatted in FAT32, which only supports up to 32 gigabytes per partition. So in the creation of that bootable USB, it unallocated the remainder of my 2 terabyte drive. To fix my problem, you can simply right click on the bootable part of your drive, select delete volume since I'm not going to be using the Windows 10 installation anymore. They'll ask you if you want to do this or not because you're going to lose all your data. Select yes. And now the entire disk is unallocated, at which point you can simply right click on that portion again, create a new simple volume, and the wizard pops up. You can click next. And now it is showing the full 2 terabytes on my drive going to be created in this volume. Next, assigning the drive letter. I'm just going to stick with D, but you can pick anything you need. Next, it'll show you that it's going to be now NTFS formatted because it's not doing a Windows bootable drive anymore and going to be performing a quick format. Click Next. It'll sum up all of your details here, and you click Finish, and it'll do its thing. And now you can see that we have a new volume of the full 2 terabyte partition, and you can now use all of the space you have on your drive, and it'll show the full 2 terabytes that you have on that drive.
So as you can see, it only took a few minutes to fix that, fortunately. Once it created the FAT32 partition on the disk drive, it left all the remaining space on that drive as unallocated space. Now I could have gone back and used what was left of that unallocated space to create a new volume, and that would have given me some of that storage back, but I no longer needed that Windows 10 installation anymore, seeing as how I've already installed it. So I just deleted that partition and used the remainder of that allocated space to create a new volume with the entire capacity of the disk. That worked for my circumstances. You use what you want or need for your particular circumstances. And well, that about does it for today's episode. Make sure you come back to see what's happening next time on IT Arcade.